Yeah, you already know what's finna go down, man. It's the fucking weekend, man. I'm feeling good. Like, I just smoked up, man. Was skating for a little bit. Fucking saw my uncle, man. Shit's tight. So we finna get this shit. We finna get this shit tied down. Fuck, man, I ain't lying around. And every time I'm spitting this for a reason. I get angry cause my moves swing like the season. We keep lighting up and hopping on the bandwagon. Fire, smoke, breathing like a dragon. Having heightened the lyrics for the enlightenment. Always drop no hearing, no point in trying to steal skills out of defying my direction. I find is the real deal. Mention that our phones became a new attachment. Another distraction. This device that divides helps me survive and grow with my music. But it's all in the mindset. She kinda would hit it in the last fret in my chorus. As long as the world keeps turning, I'ma keep my mind open for learning. I'm an imperfect perfectionist and teaching all y'all about the rest if you a tourist. Cause when I'm winning, I'll be at bliss. No written, no stress. These rhymes are written, somebody need a witness. I writ this, sharpening my mind shit like it's fitness. Penning this down while lifted. And real shit, I don't know where I'm headed, but it's the journey, that's the point. And a lot of things hurting me, so I preserve it with a joint. For a moment, and number one, I own a component. Shit schooling in my place, but I don't let it end. I drain my energy and I own it, stay floating. Control my self-image on life like shit. Just cause my grades low, it mean I'ma be on stages though. Like the next Einstein, finish a rap sentences while crying. Waiting in line for my time to come. Slowly I run, cause the people tell me what I'm not. I feel the hardest on the lot. Shed my hardest, but it seems like not to show. Like it's half-assed, but I try every day for my family, you know. And none of this was ever for show. Just me speaking my heart with art and flow. People should understand it took time to grow into who I am today. I just struggle sometimes. But are you calling my bluff? Are you checking my stuff? My beats lovable, and it's like my audience gullible. Mine's getting more cloudy, and I can't help but notice the bad thoughts surrounding me. And like I'm rapping to the day of my death, but I don't know when that'll be yet. Just keep this in my head, and keep on the road, and I will be set. And nobody getting over their heads, so you just need to be humble. And humble yourself before you trip over yourself and stumble. Social media wants us to be seen as numbers, but I can care less, cause they got the music in my mind in my slumber. Thinking the scheme smooth like butter, and keep it going. Rick rolling the joint, controlling everything in my life in this moment. Pretentiously, holding up the legacy, potentially the ones out. I'm ahead of the ones I was on top. Now I got the sun in my hood, and I ain't never gonna stop. And it's like nobody raising the arms yet, like an old Vietnam vet. Ain't gon' fumble or words dumb it down. Just anyone who trying to take my crown. And simple the words, never heard anyone speak on the hurt that mixes imperfect. On those hard times is worth it, so keep searching, looking for love interest, but I don't know if it's the right person. Very few of you from the rest are actually working and getting out and making the life have purpose. Doing this for my dad and my mother. Another song where us youngins stay evil. I do this for my people, young and stay evil. Flowing lyricism, lethal constructive criticism about my tunes. But the good times, if you feeling blue, expect me to be normal. Sorry, I'm native and I can't be fancy or formal. Prejudice will swarm you, the land we're born to. Can't understand why we get a bad rip, judging in my every move on my last step. Racists don't care to know what's on as a personal level, cause they think we rebel. The media portrays us as criminals and thieves and addicts. But if you live sleeping in an attic, I fasted and got a grasp of myself and my surroundings. My heart pounded, find it hard to say I stay grounded. I don't care how I sound, if you can understand, get your mind around it. The new chapter in my life, but still falling out. And trying to go after my ambition and set my goals. I ain't gonna sell my soul, but I rapping every day after school, till midnight, until I reach off the lights and reach to the limits. And find limits of divinity and peace and serenity, where I pretend to be, but I'm mentally somewhere up sky high. Some days I feel I might cry, but I feel I kill these emotions. They with the kill the commotion and scoping out the couch before I crash out. And I'm the only one who gonna last now, trying to grasp this music in the different directions. On grasping all this music, going all 4 different directions. And did I signify the galore for this pension? The henchman, the life is like a walking corpse. Now I'm walking what my mind absorbs. Shit, I'm talking what my mind absorbs. Take a breath for your basic lace, and then telepathy ahead of these corruptions it has set for me. And set for the system. Place a bet, but I wouldn't hit them back. I gotta keep moving before I backtrack. I keep having to backtrack, and ever since I've been enrolled at SV, I had to code cause I'm sick, you see. All I want is to be free, and everyone preaching to me your future will be shit if you don't know how to see what's on the other side and shit. Like, see what's on the other side of my life. Like, you don't see my gift, and it's like, fuck, you act trife and shit. It's like our government don't want us to see us alive and see our shit. Domestic violence, and they choose not to mention their silence of people's voices, and that fucking evil silence is the poison division. We're victims to the system, and I said it before and I'll say it again, but we risen. Tell the friend that over the masses, taking while to take off my glasses. People dying, suicides and ODs like they're widespread. The government don't want us to help, but this corruption spreading to my head. And the city life ain't for me, cause I get filled with anxiety, and the reserve is where I'm free. The track wrecked by JÄGŠ, so you know that I've never learned from me. shit. And I'm like a motherfucking shaman, slurping down rhyme and burping when you called, and bars hurtful. The chirping through on the reserve, and there's loss in life and pain we don't know how to observe. Fuck, we don't observe, but we all meant for greatness. Time to grab our balls and actually man up and face this. The government is racist, flashing money in our face. A child and family taking people's check, and I ain't gonna say this, cause people say too much and they gotta look at me in little shit. Like, they gotta look at me like a little shit. But hey, don't get me wrong, I'm not putting everyone down in my songs. It's like, not all workers there are no bad, but shit, but I ain't wrong. And I see corruption with the psilocybin flow, shit vibing, you know, and alive in the show of a system. No one vibes for politics, but I fit them with the forfeit and the shit. I still find drama, the shit to get mad about. People provoking our culture and the evil, we fucking rat them out. Wrote it in our flow, the culture our people wrote in this, and the people we ducking warriors shit. We're fucking warriors, and they died and killed me and my uncle in an accident. But you know, we just look back at it and know I'm happy to be alive and shit. Fuck that machine, he said, because I'd rather be here alive and shit, rather than standing than dead. I don't blame him, just first though I was traumatized after a while and got that shit to my head. But I realized I'm here for a reason. My brother's here for me. Fucking if I get lost and misguided, I just have them and we just fucking get to speaking and shit. I gotta take a sip of this shit cause I'm tweaking.